Hi everyone, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and today we're doing a personal reading for a new client. I want to thank you for subscribing and also for your business. Let me just say that unfortunately certain things happen to us that we have no control in, but how we handle the situations at hand is how we can align ourselves with a better, more understanding here in this earthly world. Now, prior to the recording, I channel onto the universe and the spirits so they can start transcending the messages as we are, as of now, fixing to start in our reading here. There will be moments of silence through the recordings, through the reading, because it is when I'm channeling to your spirit guides so they can start passing on the messages that we need to pass on to you. When it comes to the predictions, certain predictions can and may happen during the time that I give you or after, just depending on how you either stay within the energies or decide to change your energies. And because of that, certain predictions can and are allowed to change to an extent. Other predictions cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that you and the people in questions have to take here. Okay? So, thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. And I know that you've been trying to get a hold of me for a couple of months now, and finally you decided to have a reading. Sometimes bad experiences make us do certain things as that. But sometimes when you're wanting to do something, the longer you wait, the longer it stays within that situation. And let's see here. I guess they're ready. Arcana, show me a master. Need to know you're all over the place. You need to calm down. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of heaven and earth. How can we help this soul? How can we help this soul? Let's see. What is it that we need to do? What is it that we get advice? And so we have a Leo and we have a Libra Aries and another Libra here in questions. But my main concern, as always, is my client. So you will be the main character in all these readings. And then depending on how the first spread goes, we will see who follows up next, which I'm already knowing who it is. So you are a female Leo. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're focusing too much into the negative things in the past and whatnot, and this happened, that not happened, and so you're worried. All your worries are mostly caused because of your energy. Okay. I feel that, yes, you're saying you're struggling, but yet I see you here close to a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, and Rising. And this is always my client's first spread, so it is your first spread here. Yes, I do feel that you have lost control of a lot of things, unfortunately, because, I hate to say it, because you let it happen. You could have controlled certain situations differently. You could have taken charge differently and more mature, more respectable, and I feel that you already had this coming, to be honest. This is the energy that I get here. Now, this is your spread, so I feel that the family is a distance. I also feel that there's a change within the home here that is coming in a very short time here, and those are your fears of worrying, that having to lose this thing. I feel that if you have an attorney for all these things, you will do well by it. You say you're not working, but I see you here working. I think that also your emotional instability is what's causing all this drama here. Okay? You're very emotionally unstable. So let me see where you are, and then we'll see everything else here. I still see you working. I feel that you have income coming in, but it's not as it should. Here you are, and all the cards are upright except you. Well, you know what? This is not you. But that could be representing you because you're constantly crying, you're constantly thinking negative, and you're constantly having... Oh, okay. I see where we're at now. Okay. So, here's an issue here. There's a person here who is a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, and Rising here, who is unbalanced here. This woman is in love, and I'm assuming it is with the person, the Libra here, that it is your spouse here. Okay? But the thing about this is that I see another person here lying for you. I feel that there's also another person. Here it is, a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. something that you're fixing to do within your legal situations is going to turn out to your favor. Okay? Simple said. It's going to turn out to your favor. You may not be seeing certain things clearly right now, but it's coming out beautifully. One of your legal issues is going to be resolved to your benefit. Could either be the home, it could either be the potential separation here, or it could either be, yes, money is short here, but it doesn't seem to be in a very negative way either, because according to this spread, which is in the most current past to the next 3 to 4 months here, according to this spread, I see you quite well here at the end of 3 to 4 months. Could be that you're going to decide to do some type of rituals, and this is going to help you here to accomplish these things. Okay, because right now I see you all over the place. And I also feel that within that situation that you will do, we're going to make sure that this other person that is in the way is going to be the way you are feeling, that person will be feeling toward this spouse of yours. Okay? But I feel that I see you around males. So I'm not sure if in the past you were with someone else. It's showing me here as a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, or Rising here. But it could be any other sign here, because I see you chatting here with a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, or Rising here. Okay, but then yet I see you very close here in the next 3 to 4 months with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, or Rising. So either you're going to meet someone when you are out there trying to go to court or trying to seek an attorney, is where you're going to meet this person here. Okay, yes, I see movement of home here. It could also tell me that we'll see the Libra next, your spouse. It could also tell me that, yes, he has left the home, but I can assure you that I see a return here as well. So you need to try to find yourself into more in control here. You need to stop acting the way you're acting. I feel that you're overthrowing things out of proportion. Yes, you've been married for a certain amount of time with this person, but it's also new phase. And I feel that, yes, he is still in love with that other person, the ex. And that is why when it happened the way it happened, she could have also worked and done some spells for him. It doesn't matter. What matters is that if he left out of his own goodwill, then yes, he is able to return. You just have to be patient. And you have to take control of your life, because you also have children. And you also have to understand that if you're out there acting ignorant and childish, and I apologize for that, it is what it is. Sometimes you need the truth being said. What is going to happen is that you're going to get into more problems, and then you're going to end up in worse scenarios. Okay? Yes, you got into that minor situation, but there are hundreds and thousands and million people going through that same thing as you are. Others worse, others less, but it is what it is. Okay? So it's how you present yourself, it's how you maintain yourself throughout the situation that will show improvement to that other person. So you know the reason why this person left. But I'm also sensing that you're blaming the other party for this person leaving. I can assure you that, yes, that woman has a fault to it, but he does as well. But I bet, yes, you also have a fault. Okay? So if you cannot change certain things that you have done within this marriage, you did not say and I did not ask. It could possibly be that you were dating this person when this person was married to that other person. Could be. But, you know, and so this is why the scenario has turned or flipped. It doesn't matter. If there's love between you two, which I will see later, then certain things can change. But I feel that I see you here around quite friendly with other males here. So you might be saying, you know, you're going through this, you're going through that. Could be possible, but you're also finding outlets through other people here, is what I'm sensing here. Because I see you here with another person chatting and talking, and probably intimate with someone else. Is showing me here as a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Rising here. Okay, male. And then I see you here closer to someone else. Now, this also is telling me that eventually along down the line in your future, there's someone else in line here, not just a Libra, okay? There's someone else here. And now this is as the most current for the next 3 to 4 months. I feel that legally there's something nice that is coming in your favor. Something illegal is going to work in your favor, okay? If you go to court and get an attorney, speak to the judge or whatever, say if you don't have any records, then it should be hopefully dismissed. If not, it should be just, they will downgrade the situation, okay? play your cards right, that it will be lessened then. But if not, then it's a lesson that you have to learn. So hopefully from this mistake, you will learn to not ever do it again, in which you should be able to do so. Okay? Because if not, then you're not learning your lessons. You're going from one lesson to the next, worse from the next. Okay? Now, let me just say that being that this is your first spread, and this is normally for my client to see the all energies, I feel that something new is coming within your home environment, which is showing me as a positive sign here. Some news are not going to be to your liking as well, in reference to certain changes here. We'll see what the Libra wants after all, but right now he is not happy. Yes, he's thinking back and forth whether or not he should come back to you, because I feel that the other woman is also confused about her status in her situation as well. Okay? But I've also see something here that I need to say. There's a new family member coming in within your situation, either from you or someone close and dear to you, which is a pregnancy. Okay? So be aware if you're seeing someone else. Okay, now we're going to see the Libra, your husband, and see what's going on in his life here. I think that if he wants to continue to be away from the home, then let him be. Don't be calling, don't be begging, because you need to show that you are mature and that you can handle things. Don't let him see you falling apart. Don't let him know everything that you're going through, because you're giving in. You're giving in. Then he's going to say, you know what, I did the right thing. That is the worst that one can do. Show the other person that leaves how miserable and how incompetent you are without them. Okay? You need to understand that. Now, let's see his spread. Okay, show me what must need to know here. Show me what must need to know here. Thank you to the universe and to the angels I have in earth. Thank you to the universe and to the angels I have in earth here. Let's see. What are his intentions, arcanos? What are we looking at here for him? Thank you to the universe and to the angels I have in earth. Let's see. There. Yes, he missed the children. He's not 100% happy on his situation. Keep that in mind. Well, he seems to be chatty here with either family members and talking about, okay. Well, there's a move in home here, okay, for him. So if he left the house, he's debating whether or not to return, okay? If he has left the house, he's debating whether or not to return. I do feel that you will try to do some type of spell here for this person here. At least you will attempt to. So decide who it is you want. As you already see my videos, you know how I work. Okay. As my client, since we have an Aries and you, Leo, is the same lady of one. So as my client, I choose you as for who you are, and the energies of the other person will flow within the spread. Okay, so this is your spouse and this is you. I would have to say, that your spouse has outside influences, okay? There's something going on here that he feels you've done, because he sees you constantly with another person, which is a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Rising here. So he is turning his back on you here. Yes, he still cares for you, is what it's saying here. And yes, he might try to reconcile with you, okay? There is no divorce happening as of yet. He's debating whether or not, because at the same time, I will assure you that if he has gone back to that other person, He's seeing things that are just not there yet. Okay, so that is also on standstill here for him. So he's all over the place. He is not comfortable. He's missing his children. He doesn't like being distanced from them. The fact that he can't see them is what he's saying. So I'm not sure if you've he's not reaching out to you, or you are not letting him to reach out to the kids. So that's not working to your favor. You need to be very mature about this. Because if you're playing using the kids card, it's going to backfire on you eventually. Keep that in mind. He does care for you, but for some reason, something that I feel you have done, because this is his energy that I'm sensing, he has lost feelings toward you. Yes, he cares for you, but he's lost feelings toward you. Something within the relationship, I feel that during the time that you and him dated and whatnot, it was fruitful because it was fresh, or because it was a sin. It's almost like I'm sensing. But then when you got together and married, something just backfired because true colors came from that person and from you. And so therefore, he's lacking the emotions toward you. Yes, he cares for you, but he doesn't love you like he used to. Okay? Now, you can try to save that to rekindle this marriage, because I don't see any divorce as of right now for the first half, till August, September. I still don't see any divorce happening here, okay? I don't see it happening here. Yes, there's a discussion and things like that, but he's also looking the fact that he is with someone here that is with someone else too. So he's not liking those things, okay? He's not happy about that. And he cares for that other person too, as he does for you. Okay. He's surrounded by negative cards. He's surrounded by negative thoughts, worried about the income, worried about the money. So if he has left the home, you need to also tell him and talk to him, be civil and say, well, you need to pay the bills and that's it. And be courteous. If he wants to come and see the kids, then let him see the kids. And when he comes to see the kids, if I would suggest, I would be on my best looking outfit, my nails, my hair, and everything, and act like nothing. Act like you're not missing it. Of course, not telling him and not make him think that you can replace him in a second. You don't let the other person know that, but you need to feel as that. You understand that? Because then now what you become, instead of the wife, you become like the mistress, or even worse. Okay. So he is making some alignments and changes here. If he has left the home, then he's really considering it to return home. Keep that in mind. If he has left the home, he's really debating on whether or not to return home, because things are not going as the way it should where he's at or with who he's with. Keep that in mind. And if he has not left home yet, then he will leave the house. But things are not going to go on his favor because of the money, because he needs to help you, because of all kinds of things. And because whoever the person he's leaving you for or left you for, it's not going to work out at this time. I feel that if you have tried and done any kind of spells or rituals on him, they did not work out to that favor. And if you try to, well, there's a possibility that you can save some of this here for right now, because we're almost at a year here, I believe. Yes, we are. We're almost we're at a year that he has done what he has done here. We're in the month of the year. So, you know, you can still save this. I have clients that it's been years that they have not seen the person in return in a few weeks, few months, accordingly to each situation here. But this can still be salvaged, okay? But you also have to change your energy. You also have to be willing to align yourself in a more way of thinking, a more positive way of thinking here, okay? You need to stop whatever it is you're doing. If you feel that you need a drink, you need to do it within your home surroundings, at home, and do not let the children see, and do not let him know how you're acting all foolish, okay? Yes, I said it. So you need to control your self-being, because that will not help in any situation, especially if you feel that you're going to work with me. I feel that you need to change your energy right from this point on forward. It needs to be a more positive way of thinking, okay? You need to, I understand that it's hurtful because he left, because of this, because of that, but you need to just sober it out, control your temper, control your ways of being, and then if you want to save it, there's ways to save it, but you also have to see and acknowledge the wrong where it's been wrong. You cannot just blame one person. I feel that everyone is involved here, including you. Okay? Including you. He probably made a mistake. He probably feels that he regrets a lot of things, including being married to you. And also he probably feels that he made a mistake leaving or staying with this other person. But those are lessons that we have to learn here. He needs to learn. You need to learn. The other third party needs to learn. So be aware of that. Be aware of that. Okay? So let me say here that being that this is his spread, I feel that he finds himself at distance here. He will try to return, but it's going to take some time and it's going to take some work here. A lot of work here for this person. At the end, he feels that you will find happiness elsewhere with someone else. You will, and so is the other person that he's with. Yes, he's at distance and he will continue to be at distance with you, but I don't see this marriage to be broken as of yet. Okay? So that's a good sign. Now, still here, on some of the legal issues here, the money situation will improve. Believe it or not, it will improve. Not the way you expected, but it will improve. And I still see you working here. If you have not been working, I see you returning or getting a job in a very short time soon here. I don't see your work suffering that dramatic here. I don't see that. I think it's your energy. I think it's your self way of being and thinking that makes it to be so negative. Now, him, on the other hand, I do see him struggling here because he's missing his kids, because he's missing his family, the lack of communication and whatnot. Okay, now we're going to see the third spread, and that will be from the last 3 months of 2018 into the first 2 months of 2019, according to how you receive the predictions, okay? So, let's see, the third spread will be for you overall on the energies. I do feel that you're probably going to have to let go of the house because you did not take care of the things the way they were supposed to. This, my sense is here. And if he had left the house, you should have automatically made sure that he would help you continue to pay him what he was paying for at that time. Especially when you have the children, by law, he should have continued to take care of you as is. Now, I'm sure you must need to know here. Now, he left the home and you're married. If I were you, I would go and get me a good attorney because he left the home, he abandoned you and abandoned the children, so you keep the house and he has to continue maintaining you as he has been throughout the marriage. Okay, I'm sure you must need to know here. Let's see what's the overall energy here for the third spread. What we're looking at here. The good things are coming ahead, so I feel there's something of all this that you've been struggling, you will fix it eventually. You're just not going to be happy, no matter where you are, whether you're home, whether you're at your home, at your house, at work. I don't see you being very happy, but I feel that you are very much involved with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising here. You may not say so, but this is what I'm sensing. This could have been the downfall of your relationship because he's thinking you cheated on him. He thinks that you are with someone else, which is what constantly I keep seeing here, that you are around males here. And he's going to be very negative here and continuously with you. He might try to come back, but I feel that the way of you being the way you are, you're going to definitely change things here, okay? Yes, he will try to come back, but that will be temporarily. I feel that even if you try to do something here for him, it will work temporarily. But I feel that you yourself are going to ruin this return of him, okay? And then he's going to end up leaving again to someone else. Could be the same woman. And then there will be a legal separation at the end of 2018 into 2019, most likely in 2019. I definitely see the separation happening here between you and your spouse. He's going to make a try and attempt to return to you, but things are going to fail quite fast as he returns. And then from that point on, he will return to someone else here. Okay, could be the ex or it could be someone else, but then he will try to follow here. I feel that if this has been going on for quite some time, I think that you're the one that need to take this in charge and do the separation. Being that this is your spread, I feel that you have been dishonest with this relationship, and there's a possibility that you will continue to be dishonest. It is what I see here, because I see you in love with your spouse, but also another male here. I see this other male as a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, but I'm also sensing here that there's a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising here too as well. So there's quite a few bachelors that are within your surrounding as we speak, and continuously throughout this 3 spreads here. So that will be your downfall. Okay, either your friends or your friendships or friends with benefits, or whatever it is that you're having here, have had or having or will have. And most likely this is what's the crisis here, because he's thinking the same thing, that you've been seeing someone else. You're either going to be dishonest with him and he's going to find out, and then he will leave you. So he's definitely going to make an attempt, and then he will leave. I see you very upset, very depressive, including back in your home here. You need to refocus, is what I'm sensing here. You need to refocus. Things could be better, but for some reason they're just lacking off because of the way you're feeling, the way you're thinking. And that in itself causes a bad reaction here. Okay? Now, I'm going to do the circle. I'm going to do the circle. First circle will be for you, and then we'll do your spouse. Okay? Okay, show me what must need to know here. Show me what must need to know here. You and your spouse are priest and high priestess. And this first circle is for you. Okay, show me what must need to know. What are we looking at here? You're all over the place because of that woman, and he is with her right now, but he doesn't see things clearly, and neither do you. Okay, and that's keeping you on a very upset here mode here. Okay, but I don't see the actual divorce yet. I see another person here. Either this person you've either met through your job surroundings or your gatherings, or you'll meet this person before this year ends. He's still making a return. I don't see him out of your life yet, at least for this year. He's not happy where he is either, okay? He's not totally there, but he is there in a relationship with that woman. Or will try to, but it's not going to be all happy, because she is with someone else who she at this time is also trying to end, but I don't see it ending either. And he will return to you if you decide to do any work with me. He will return to you, but he is not going to leave that woman 100%. Okay? That's going to take a lot of more work here. And also your energy needs to change in order for things to work. So, let's see. I'm going to show you my snake now here. What are we looking at here? Yes, he doesn't see things clearly with that person. So he will return to you, but he's not going to be 100% happy with the return. Because he feels that he's afraid that more arguments, more fights. I think that you're biggering each other too much. Yes. And that's going to cause him to leave again. I think that even if he returns, you're still going to be accusing him of things. Throwing out the cards, problems, fighting, arguing. You throwing things at him is how I see it. I don't know if you had, but I feel that you will. So that's not going to help your case at all. Okay? You're going to make it easy for him to walk away again. Now, we're going to see his spread. And then we'll see what else we can pick up in here. Let's see his spread. Let's see what we can look at. How does he see things? Now, can you show me what must need to know? You and him are priest and high priestess. Keep that in mind. Now let's see. Thank you to the universe. What is ahead in earth? Show me, Arcana. What is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to relate to with clients? You and him are priest and high priestess, and the other person is the empress. He doesn't like your ways. He doesn't like your ways, and that is why he had to change. He still doesn't see things clearly with you, though. Okay? He felt left out and lonely in the marriage for some reason. I don't know what happened between you two, but it's not necessarily because of the other person. Yes, that person is there, and yes, he's happy to be back with her, but there's another man in her life, so that's going to cause problems, and he knows that. So he will try to return to you, period, because he's coming in here in a very short time here. He still sees himself returning to you, but he still sees himself ignoring the situation here most of the time and just out in the cloud 9 here, avoiding you. Avoiding you. He thought that things were good between you two in the very beginning, but not once you got married. Just, it went sour. Something about you is what he's sensing here. I don't know if you were bossy or you continue to manipulate the situation with him. I feel that you were always accusing him of things, or that could be the case. You might say no, but it is his energy that I'm sensing. Maybe the way you were talking to him, you came out the wrong way, or you said it at the wrong time, or the tone of voice you used, or let's see here. You're short temper. He doesn't see it quite well, and if he returns, it's because he cares for you still to an extent, but also because of the kids. Okay? But he doesn't find this to be fruitful for him either, because he's afraid that arguments are fixing to break down between you two, and then he's going to have to make another choice to walk away. So he's going to come, but he's going to walk away again. And if he does decide to walk away from your life when he returns, he'll walk away indefinitely. Okay? Yeah. He will try to mend things with you, but eventually he's going to walk away and into the arms again of another person, either the ex or someone else. Okay? He's just not happy in the marriage. He's not happy in the marriage. He wasn't happy. I think that it all went downhill once you got married with this person. I don't know how y'all met or how long you dated, but he just felt that y'all were too indifferent. You brought out your claws, is what he's saying here. Okay. I feel that you're going to see him sometime soon because of the kids or because of something financial here.